Right. Today we will discuss on value of non-cash benefit. In the last class, we have discussed about the cash benefits. The cash benefit includes any benefits we are receiving as an employee in terms of money. Here, the payment of salary, wage, leave pay, overtime pay, fees, pension, commission, gratuities, bonus, and other similar payments. So all these payments we receive as an employee in 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 money payment as payment. So there are other benefits we have to consider. This kind of benefits we are not received in terms of monetary payment. Rather, we receive as a benefit, right? Benefit. Say, for example, company will give you a vehicle, right? Company will give you a quarters, telephone bill, that kind of benefits, not in terms of money, right? According to the provisions of Inland Revenue Act, any benefits you are received from your employer in maybe in payment or non-payment of money, right? Money in way of money or other ways, all benefits should be treated as taxable income. The fair market value of benefit received or derived by virtue of employment by an individual or an associate person of an individual is considered as non-cash benefit under the employment income. You don't worry about exact wording, right? So you just understand the concept. That's enough, right? So simply the fair market value of the benefit, right? Fair market value of the benefits, right? So it can be received by individual or an associate person on the benefit received by you or on behalf of you. It should be considered as non-cash benefit by under the employment income, right? Since you are an employee in an organization, you are receiving a kind of benefits. It may be in money or other ways. All that benefits should be treated as income. That's the summary of this paragraph. Right? The phrase by virtue of employment is designated to be broad in its application. The benefit would not have been received. It may be not received, but it's for the employment, right? It's a benefit, but you are not enjoyed. Then it's considered as a benefit received by the virtue of employment. So it's right. The Commissioner General has issued a circular giving value of certain non-cash benefits, right? So there will be anomalies, right? One organization give you a type of quarters, another company give you another type of quarters. Then there are some issues will arise. How we value the benefit. Say, for example, I ask one question: you are an employee of XYZ Limited. The company has given you a quarters, right? A quarters. Then you are not paying for that quarters free of charge. So how is it benefit or not? A company, XYZ company, is giving you a quarters without any rent. Does it benefit or not? Benefit. Then if it is a benefit, it is taxable, isn't it? It's a taxable. Then how can we value this benefit? How can we value that benefit? How? Anyhow, whether cash benefit or non-cash benefit, we have to convert into rupee value. So how can we value this housing benefit? So there are issues, no? Some people put 5,000, some people say 2,000.
By taking the nominal rent of the...
Yeah, so there are some procedures, no?
By taking the nominal rent?
Yeah. the Department of Inland Revenue has issued some circulars how we can value that's this kind of non-cash benefit to maintain uniformity for all citizens, right? So these are the summary of the circulars. First one, right? The taxable value of provision of hotel facilities, right? Provision of hotel facilities for expatriates, provision of servant, right? Yeah, if you are an employee, right? You are an employee, then company has provided hotel facilities, right? You can enjoy uh, some benefit from hotel, right? You can enjoy the hotel. And provision of servants, right? You are an executive of that company, you are a valuable employee, therefore the company has provided a domestic servant to work at your home, right? Your home. So that is a benefit. Provision of electricity, right? The quarters come up with electricity free of charge, or you are living in your own home, own house. uh, the electricity bill is paid by the company, and also the company has provided gas, etc. There are a lot of other benefits. Sometimes the company will give you water bill, rent, and your school fees of your child, and other benefits, whatever the benefits, right? Provided by your employer. And provision of medical benefits, provision of free meals, right? Uh, you can take meals at free of charge in your company. Air tickets, right? If you want to enjoy your holidays in abroad, the company is giving you a air ticket for you as well as your spouse, your children, right? Then this time you have to take benefit as 100%. 100% mean if uh, if uh, if a company provide you air ticket for holiday, the value of that package is 100,000. Then how much benefit? You have to take 100,000 as a benefit. And company pays electricity 5,000 for the month, and the benefit for the month is 5,000. Free meals, right? You are getting your meals free of charge, but cost of that meals is say 20,000 for the month. Then benefit will be 20,000. So that's why they put 100% of the cost. 100% of the cost. And if company pays a telephone charge, telephone bill, so how much we have to take as a benefit? Say for example, the last month telephone bill is 8,000. How much should be treated as benefit? How much? Any one of you? If electricity charge is 10,000 for the month, so how much? How much the benefit to be considered in the tax purpose? 10,000. But for the telephone charge we have to take so half, 50%. If company pays 8,000 for the telephone bill, the taxable benefit will be half of that. Because if company pays a telephone, the telephone will be used for your personal use as well as your office purpose, right? You can use the telephone, a same number, single telephone, same number. You can use that number for your personal use as well as office purpose. If you are use that telephone for the office purpose, that it is not benefit for you. You are working on behalf of the company, right? But you are using the telephone for both purpose, personal as well as office purpose. Therefore, uh, the government has given you 50%, right? The taxable value of telephone bill is only 50%. The amount, right? We have to take only 50%. You have to take 50%. Any questions in this regard? Employee should pay a tax for that benefit utilized. Yeah. no issue, right? And the payment of tax by the employer is amount of tax paid on behalf of the employee. Employer will pay the tax, income tax or what other tax, right? So the cost saving, right, for the employee. So therefore, the full payment. Say for example, 10,000 is paid by the employer as tax for the employee. Then we have to take that 10,000 as a benefit. Again, when the concessory loans, what do you mean by concessory loan? Concessory loan mean concessory loan. You can take loan at a lower rate of interest, right? Lower rate of interest. If you are working in a company, you can get a loan at 5%, but outside it may be 10% or 15%. You are working in People's Bank as a banker, banking assistant. For others, the bank gives loan at 15%. Since you are an employee, you are getting loan at 5%. So why you are getting loan at lower rate? What's the reason? Why the company or the bank pays a loan at lower rate? What's the reason? Why company give you loan at lower rate of interest, especially for you? Why? Anybody of you? To motivate employee to resist employee? No, 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 no. Right? Menaka says retain employee to the company. No, no. Any other reasons? Right, Mr. Silva. Right, Silva is an employee of ABC Limited. ABC Limited or HNB. Right, HNB. The bank interest rate for the public is at 15%. Right, bank interest rate for the public, interest rate for Silva. For Silva, the bank pays loan at 7%. My question is why the HNB gives loan to Mr. Silva at 7% lower rate? Why?
Because he is an employee of.
Yeah, yes, yes, that's a correct answer. Mr. Silva is an employee. Silva is an employee. Therefore, he is getting the loan at 7% of rate, 7% rate of interest. If Mr. Silva resign the job, if outside person, is it eligible to get the loan at 7%? No, right? So this benefit, the lower rate, right? Lower rate, getting loan at lower rate is a benefit or not? Is a benefit, right? Is a benefit. It's a benefit. So what is the benefit? It's a benefit for Mr. Silva. Silva, because he is an employee. Since he is an employee, he can get the loan at 7%. My question is how much benefit? To make it easy, assume that loan value is 1 million. Loan value is 1 million. My question is how much benefit of Mr. Silva as an employee of HNB?
80,000.
We'll see, right? We'll see. Here the provision says when the concessory loan are given by the employer, it need to be taken as 50%, right? Very careful. It needs to be take 50%, 50% of difference between concessory rate and the market rate, right? 50% of difference between concessory rate and the market rate. First, we have to find out the difference between the market price and concessory rate. In this example, what's the market rate? Market rate, how much market rate? What's the
15%.
15%, right? Good. And concessory rate?
7%.
7%, right? Then we have to find out the difference, right? Difference. What's the difference? 15 minus
8%.
7. Then so 8%. Difference is 8%. Then we have to take 50%. 50%. How much 50%?
4%.
4%. Yeah. 8% into 50%. 4%, right? 4%. Now the loan amount, how much? Loan amount 1 million. So therefore, how much is benefit? Benefit,
40,000.
and this amount into 40,000 is a benefit. 40,000 is a benefit. So if you're an outside person, how much he should pay? Outside person at the market rate, he has to take the loan at market rate, and then he has to pay take 150,000 as an interest. Since he is an employee, he should pay interest at concession rate, that is 7%. Then the difference is 15,000 150,000 minus 70,000, that is 80,000. But according to the law, it says we have to take 50% of the difference. So difference is 80,000, and we have to take 50%, half of that. So therefore, the benefit of that employee due to the concessory rate of interest on the loan is 40,000. Any questions? Any questions in this regard? Right. So here it says very clearly, when the concessory loan are given by the employer, it needs to be taken 50% of difference between concessory rate and the market rate specified annually by the Commissioner General of Inland Revenue. For the year of assessment 2018-19, market rate specified by the CGIR is 9.08. Here, a problem will arise. Mr. Silva is working in HNB. The main business of HNB is providing loan. Through loan, they are making profit. Therefore, it's obvious to all that the market interest rate is very easy to find. But say, for example, Mr. Silva, if Silva works in retail shop, right? Retail shop means buying and selling item, goods and services, goods, right? Mr. Silva gets loan at 7% as a concessionary rate. Then to get the benefits, so for example, he is getting this 1 million, it's a loan, right? And this time, what is the benefit, value of the benefit of Mr. Silva? Since we don't have market rate, early example, we have taken 15% as market rate because HNB provide loan to others at 15%. If Mr. Silva works in a retail shop and he is taking loan for 1 million at 7% rate of interest, then how much benefit of Mr. Silva, taxable benefit due to this loan? Any one of you? Right, first we have to the market rate. Market rate. In this example, no market rate is
1,400.
right. So if there is no market value, we have to take 9.08 as a market rate. 9.08 market rate is 9.08%. And the employer gives at 7%. So first we have to find the difference. Difference is this value, market value minus concessionary rate 2.08, and here to take 50%. Therefore 50% is into 1.04%. Therefore the market value of the benefit due to this loan is 10,400. 10,400. So who says MS12 gives correct answer? Right, others are wrong answer. Right, the correct answer is 10,400. Any questions? Any questions, please? Right, clear? And we have to include this 10,400 as a taxable benefit. We have to include this value to the tax calculation, income tax calculation. Right, we have to take this value for the calculation of income tax. Right, then the taxable value of a payment of dental, medical or health insurance is 100% of the cost. Right, if you are an employee, you are undergone a medical insurance scheme, the medical insurance premium is paid by your employer, then that premium is considered as your benefit. Say every month you pay insurance premium 8,000. It is paid by the company, your employer, on behalf of you. This time the employee benefit is 8,000, right? 100% of the 100% of the cost. However, if such discharge or reimbursement is with regard to dental, medical or health insurance expenses, which is applicable to all full-time employees, all full-time employees on equal terms, then is excluded in the employment income. It's also very important point. MS01 asked post a question in chat box. When you post a question, please put to everyone, right? To everyone. No need to put your questions personally. Don't put it into private message. That's a common discussion. Therefore, you put your question. You can post your questions in common chat box. 9.08 is constant rate. Yeah, if not, if don't have market rate, so we get 9.08. Yeah. If market rate is given, in the example, we have to take that value. If no information about market value, we have to take 9.08. Right. And now we come to the point: medical, dental, medical, and health insurance. We have to take 100% of the cost. Right. Again, Mr. Silva, right? Is paying 12,000 as a medical insurance. Medical insurance. Right? Medical insurance. It's paid by, right? It is paid by the company, employer. Paid by employer. Now, how much benefit of Mr. Silva in this regard? How much we had to include as a income, taxable income?
12,000.
Yeah, 12,000. Right. Now, there's one point is given. The company, the employer pays medical insurance to all its employee. Then how much benefit of Mr. Silva? The employer pays medical insurance to all its employees. Then how much? The Silva's taxable income. How much? No benefit. Menaka correctly says no benefit because it is common for all employees. It is common for all employees on full-time basis. So therefore, we not treat this 12,000 as benefit from the employment. It is not special for you, right? It is not special for you. It's common for all employees in that organization. Therefore, it is not a taxable benefit. Right? Any questions? Any questions? Right. And we move to next. Payment full-time employee means not a contract basis employees, not the trainees, right? The full-time employee means they are getting EPF and ETF there in that office, right? There's no definition. Full-time mean most of their income is generated from there, right? He's not a visiting staff or he's not a contract employee. He's a permanent employee. Full-time employee means permanent employee. Payment made to or benefit according to employees on a non-discriminatory basis. Non-discriminatory is important, right? Basis that by reason of their size or type or frequency are unreasonable or administratively impracticable for the employer to account for or to allocate to individual, then it's to be excluded from the employment income. For example, T provided by employer. T provided by employer. Administration is very difficult. Say for example, Mr. Silva is an employee, right? Silva, employee. Every day he's getting tea, right? Drink tea 2 times or 3 times, right? 3 times, 3 times, right? How much tea? What's the price of the tea? Say 50 rupees. 50 rupees, isn't it? 50 rupees. So 3 times a day, right? 30 days in a month. Then how much is benefit? So say for example, working day is 20 or 25. We take 26. How much benefit? How much? 3,750. It's a T benefit. 3,750, right? But, right? Before we have to think a minute. This T only for Silva or all other employees? We have to decide. Only does the T only for Silva or all employees? If it is for all employees, we can't take it as benefit. If it is especially for Silva and their 2 colleagues, 2 or 3 colleagues, then we have to treat it as a benefit, right? And also the T 2 times for middle level staff, 1 time for minor staff, and 3 times for Silva. So this time, if it is this time, this kind of pattern, is it benefit or not? This time, it's a benefit, right? Discriminatory, right? There's no discriminatory. There's no, if the benefit provided without any discrimination, we can't take it as a benefit, right? If it is discriminated among employees, we have to treat as an employee, right? Menaka asked benefit 1 time Silva. It's not a benefit, right? Even right. Payment made to or benefit according to employees on a non-discriminatory basis, that by reason or the size or type of frequency, or here frequency 2 times, 3 times, like that. Type super tea, right? Plain tea, milk tea, size mug in a cup, in a glass. So if there is no this kind of discrimination, we can take it as non-taxable benefit. If there are any discriminations, size, type, frequency, then we have to take as a income, right? And then we will move to value of shares. Value of shares. Value of shares mean If you are a company employee, time to time, the company gives shares to its employees at free of charge or the price lower than its market value. This time we have to take that benefit as a taxable benefit. This time we have to consider about the market value. If anything paid by that employee, we have to deduct that payment from the market price, and the difference will be treated as taxable benefit, right? So for example, Silva is an employee. Again, today we will take Mr. Silva, right? Silva is an employee. Is an employee. The company issues shares. Uh, Company issues shares to Mr. Silva at rupees 15 per share. 15 rupees per share. And for Mr. Silva, it gives 15,000 shares. 15,000 shares, right? And at the market price of the share, market price of the share is 35 rupees. My question is, what is the benefit? Benefit of Mr. Silva by
20
how
per
much?
share.
Benefit
20 per share.
20 rupees per share. 20 rupees per share. How do we calculate? It's 20. The market value is 35. The actual price offered to Mr. Silva is 15. Therefore, per share we can take he is enjoy 20 rupees cost saving. So 15,000 shares he has got received into 20 rupees. Then the market value of the benefit is 300,000, right? Again, if the share is given at free of charge, then how much value of the benefit of Mr. Silva?
35 rupees per share.
Yeah, 35 rupees per share into 15,000. How much?
525,000.
You can take this value 15,000 into 35 rupees. Then 500, 5,000, so 525,000. 525,000 as a benefit, right? Any questions? Right. Yeah, market value of shares at the time of allotment, right? At the time of allotment under an employee share scheme, right? The company has decided to issue shares for their employees. It's a common scheme for that company, including shares allotted as a result of exercise an option or right issue option, right? So whatsoever. Reduced by the employee's contribution for the share contribute as an employment income. However, the value of a right option to acquire the share at the time granted to an employee under the employee share scheme is not taxable, right? So if they are questioning about option or right issue or share option, this time we cannot treat that income as uh, employment income in case of employee share scheme, right? And then we will move to value of residence provided by the employer. Value of residence mean why? Residence mean what? quarters, right? An employer, the company, give them a quarters. This time we have to consider what is the market value of that residence, what is the uh, what is the amount paid by the employee to the employer, right? It means the cost of employee and or the cost of employer regarding that house residence, right? We will discuss in detail now. The Commissioner General has specified the value of this benefit by issuing a circular, right? Many companies having their own quarters, and that time we couldn't recognize. It is very difficult to recognize what is the market value of that rent, the benefit. This time it make us confused. So therefore, to reduce that confused ambiguities, the government has issued a circular. It says that value of any benefit of any place of residence provided by employer should be the market value. First, we have to look for the market value, right? The market value. First, we have to look for its market value. In absence of market value, then only we have to move to the value specified in the circular, right? First, we have to look for market value. If there's no market value, then we have to move for value specified by the circular. Where the market value is not accessible, the following is the value specified on certain circumstances. There are two circumstances. First, we have to uh, evaluate the remuneration, monthly salary, monthly remuneration is less than or equal to 200,000. If an employee's salary is more less than 200,000, equal or less than 200,000, we have to apply one formula. If exceeds 200,000, we have to apply this formula, right? More than, right? We will discuss this example, right? Now again, we have to divide this area into rated area, unrated area, and estate bungalow, right? If it is a rated area, monthly 20,000, right? Monthly benefit should be take as 20,000 or 12.5% of the total remuneration. The remuneration, whichever is less, we have to take whichever is less. If it's unrated area, 15,000 or 10% of the remuneration, which is less. Estate bungalow, 10,000 or 7.5. Right? We will take an example. Silva, right? Company has provided a quarters, free quarters, right? Free. Company has residence at residence, and it is a rated area, say Colombo, right? The residence provided in Colombo, and his monthly salary say 180,000 total, right? Total remuneration is 180,000. My question is, how much value of benefit regarding the residence? How much? We can apply this table. You can apply this table. You can find it. 20,000. 20,000. Any others? Any other answers? 20,000. Right. If his income is 50,000, just earlier I have told you 180,000. Then benefit value of the benefit is 20,000. Right. If his income is 50,000, how much? How much? $6,250. People, many of them are replied as 2,650. Right. So we can't simply put this, right? We have to calculate the value, right? We have to calculate the value first. We have to take monthly salary. Then we have to decide whether we have to take 20,000 or 10.5%. 10.5% of the salary into 12.5, right? 20,000 or 12.5%, whichever is lower. So we have to compare these two. Then which is lower? 20,000 or 20,500?
20,000.
20,000 is lower. So therefore we have to choose this value. Again, here we have to take which value? In case of monthly salary is 50,000. We have to take 20,000 or 6,250.
6,250.
Because it's a lower value, right? Lower value, right? If the area, right? If the area, say, Nilavali, right? Is the rated area or unrated area? Rated area or unrated area? Nilavali? It's an unrated area, right? Rated area, not rated area means simply if the area coming under the municipal council or urban council, right? City, then they will charge rates, right? Rates. That time we'll call as rated area. Say Trincomalee town is coming under urban council, Colombo municipal council, Kendi municipal council, right? So every 3 months they will charge a rate from the house owner. But the houses in Nilavali or Pulmode or any other areas, remote areas, no one come and ask for rates. So unrated area, right? Normally villages, most of the villages, Pradeshi Shabas, most of the Pradeshi Shabas coming under unrated area. But I don't know the exact definition. Based on my understanding, this is what. Right. Assume that Nilavali is an unrated area. Unrated area. Now, how much the benefit? How much the benefit? In case of salary 180,000,
15,000.
15,000. Then we have to first we have to do the calculation. Then only we have to decide 15,000 or 10%, isn't it? 10% value into 10%, whichever is lower. So 18,000, 15,000. So lower value is 15,000. Right? We have to take this value. And for here, uh, in case of his salary is 50,000,
5,000.
how much? 5,000. Yeah, into 5,000 or 15,000.
5,000.
We take 5,000 because 5,000 is the lower value, right? And assume that a house, an estate bungalow, estate bungalow. Can you say one name for estate bungalow in Badulla district or Nuwara district? You can find. Can you say one place, name of one place? A garden, no? Estate. Can you say one name? People are coming from there, no? Estate. Name of estate. Say Lipton. Lipton Estate Bangla. Right? Lipton Estate Bangla. His salary is 180,000 and 150,000. There are two. Then what's the benefit? What's the benefit if the residence is in Estate Bangla, Lipton Garden? Then how much? Then we have to compare 10,000. 10,000. 10,000 or 7.5%.
13,500.
13,500. So we have to take which value? Which value?
10,000.
We take 10,000. In case of 50,000 his salary, we will take which value? The lower value.
375,000.
3,750,000. Right? So this is right. Now we will move in case of salary. Salary is 220,000 in Colombo, right? It's in Colombo. Colombo, 220,000 salary, and here 580,000. Now, what is the benefit? And if the salary is more than 200,000, we have to apply this table. Right. Is it in Colombo? How much benefit? Any answers? Salary is
27,500.
for here, how much? 31,250. One answer. Any other answers? So Colombo is a rated area. So we have to compare 40,000 and 12.5%. So we have to compare these two. So which is lower? lower? Which is lower? 27,500. Therefore, we have to choose. In case of salary 580,000, we have to choose which value?
40,000.
40,000. Any questions in this regard? Any questions? In case of Nilavali, the same salary, how much?
22,000.
20,
2,000.
22,000. Any other answers? And in this scenario,
30,000.
40,000. 40,000? No,
30,000.
30,000, right. And like that, likewise, in the estate bungalow, right? Clear? Right. Again, my question is, right. Again, the question is, Silva, right? Silva get this house free of charge, and company paid 50,000, right? What's the benefit? Benefit, company pays 50,000 to the house owner, right? Then how much this time? Value of the benefit of Mr. Silva, his salary, assume that his salary is 220,000, his salary. Okay. Salary 220,000. It is in Colombo, right? It is in Colombo. Then how much benefit of his benefit of Mr. Silva in this regard? Any answers, please? And the answer, please. Any answers? How much the benefit? 50,000. Right. The answer is 50,000. The correct answer is 50,000. Right. Same scenario. Right. Same thing. Sorry, 22,000, 220,000. Company pays to its own at 50,000. Silva pays 10,000. Right. 10,000 to company. 10,000 to company, not to house owner. Then how much benefit of Mr. Silva?
40,000.
40,000. Good. Right. No need to go for any other calculations because it clearly says, circular clearly says here, specified, the Commissioner General has specified the value of this benefit by issuing a circular. It says the value of any benefit of any reserve resident provided by employer should be the market value. Right? We have to take the market value. Or, right? Or the value is specified in the circular. So in our example, market value is given. The company pays rent to the house owner at market price, not at considered rate, it's market price. So that rate, that value should be taken as a market value, right? If there are no information about market value, say for example, the company provide the house to Mr. Silva at free of charge. It means, and also the house is belongs to the company. Therefore, we couldn't. There is no way to find out the market value of the house, right? Sometimes they will give you similar houses will be rented out for 20,000, 35,000. So it means the market value is that, right? Where market value is not available, if market value is not available, then only we have to go for this table or this table, right? Summary is, if market value is given, we have to take that value as a benefit. Or any other expenditure incurred to the employer is considered as the benefit. If a residence is provided with furniture, 2.5% of remuneration or 5,000, whichever is less should be taken into account, right? Normally, quarters will be provided without any furniture. If the quarters is provided with furniture, table, right table, dining table, bed, almari. So there are things, sofa sets, everything is there. And then we have to include additional benefit as furniture benefit. Furniture, we have to take 2.5% or 5,000. So in this example, assume that the companies give that house with furniture. So this time, how much benefit? Benefit of Mr. Silva, we have to add 2.5% of his remuneration or 5,000, whichever is less. So we have to compare 2.5% and 5,000, right? So whichever is less. Here, when we look at here, what is 2.5% of his remuneration? So all the times, most of the time, it should be 5,000. So total benefit for 55,000. Housing benefit is 50,000. Furniture benefit is 5,000. Total benefit is 55,000 from the house, right? And Any benefit, any expenditure reimbursed by the employer in connection with a house or apartment occupied by the employee. The actual cost to the employer is the value of benefits. So for example, the house is taken by an employee. He pays rent 50,000. Employee pays rent 50,000, and later company reimburses that money to Mr. Silva 50,000. So this time, so how much cost to the employer is 50,000. So therefore, we have to take that value as a at that time we have to take the actual cost to the employer, right? Then value of transport facilities provided by the employer. Right? We will discuss in the next class. And meanwhile, I will upload